libros de acá. Hola, hola. Chicos, ¿sí me escucha bien? Tengo que bajarle un poco al juego porque lo escucho muy duro. Creo que ahí está bien. Espera. Listo, listo.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Bueno, yo qué hago con esa. Vamos a darle puño.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Ah, pues madre. Para eso son las dagas.
You sure you won't be needing that hat? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw on the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
The symbol on the dagger, it was all over Sanders' cell. It's what protected him. It's what protected me, too. This antique dealer has a good knowledge of the occult. I have nothing to lose by meeting him.
You've got your spunk back. Go where you want. Staying here to talk business with Irene.
Capítulo 7. La librería sin nombre.
Where's the bookseller? Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century. Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary. The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion. What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Pues hace rato, pero lo perdió.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. What sort of thief? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the? Charles Hawkins? What's happening to Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe. Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Y los papeles estaban. Tengo que leer eso para poder abrir la caja fuerte.
Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Things are not looking good. Kind of chalice. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
¿Qué le pasó a esto?
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. 30-year-old subject. Severe erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem...
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days.
Entonces,
Are you certain it's not an
no
edema?
llega nada.
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure, I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the...
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all
Ah,
right.
quién sabe, huevo.
But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this
La persona se
transformation is
arrepintió, huevo,
killing
no
him.
sigue
His body
transmitiendo,
simply
quién
can't
sabe.
cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding, I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patient and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from us, and I need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get...
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep...
Será una tumba.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Ah, pues madre, no,
This
te
place draws you in and never lets you go.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
The answers must
I
be
didn't
hidden
make
in
this
Fuller's
up.
office.
And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Pues qué raro era. Éramos 8 personas, pero ya es algo. Sí, parce, pero al igual, quién sabe, weón.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. I have little time for you, Doctor. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless. I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only... Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr... But rest assured, I'll tell him you...
That won't be necessary.
I will tell... Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
No, but rest...
That...
I will...
No me deja entrar, no me deja entrar.
Everybody says it. She's a witch.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch Donovan.
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan take...
Dr. Colden? Dr. Colden?
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. Hay fever. What's he doing here?
whaling station. What's wrong with...
What are you talking about? Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rock.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. I'll just sleep a bit more.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Mrs. Sanders? Why did nobody tell me about her admission? Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Pues madre, qué grande yo estaba.
Dr. Colden?
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself, and keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
So, Doctor, have you been able...
I'm sorry, but...
For fools.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the few interruptions...
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work. Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patience here.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication.
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches, and I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen it. It's like I'm turning mad.
With everything that happened to you these last days, it's no wonder you're feeling stressed.
Maybe.
Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Is everything all right, Ethan?
Yeah,
I will work until late.
Oh.
Dr. Colden.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in dormant.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical...
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in... Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get...
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought...
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor. Doctor?
I'll tend to it. Don't... Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
So, Doctor, have you been able...
Pardon me, but could you remind me what her case is?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time for this right now.
They're taking us for fools.
Dr. Colden?
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Downer.
No, but rest. I will tell...
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Last. The missing files must be hidden here. I should go another way. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here? Why is Ethan on medication? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Claro. Entonces, trabajando. ¿Qué, weón? Marica, no sé si tenga el día. ¿Hacer qué o qué? Por eso, ¿hacer qué o qué? ¿Qué qué? Ya, ¿qué horas yo averiguo a ver si mañana trabajo? Ah, me voy a averiguar. Anoche le digo, marica, a ver si mañana me sale. Bueno, porque estoy trabajando en lo mismo, weón. Bueno, listo, hágale todo bien. Listo.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
James came. I laid the charge was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I'll dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement. I should go another way. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found a diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Al sótano.
I should go another way. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost
There's no
patience.
way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but... It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but... It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
El sótano, sótano, sótano.
Dr. Cullen, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I'm going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Tenemos que cuidarlo, mira.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
You want something? I that you're needed in Block B, Doctor. Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late. You want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor. Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late. Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Miss Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in China. They're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor. Doctor, those people need you at the...
I'll tend to it. Don't worry. In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. I should go another way. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Dr. Colden?
I'll just sleep a...
Dr. Colden?
I'll just sleep a bit. I'll just sleep. I'll just...
Chronic insomnia, like half the island.
Dr. Colden?
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
now, that's the Marie that I know. I knew I would count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you! Now you won't be able to escape his will! What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colton. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Atrapado en la trampa. Pongamos los logros.
I pray that Colden is really here. Alive. Old diary.
Esta recopilación
What the... Fuller, too. Scylla is here. Like in the vision. Colden came this way.
que acabamos de hacer. Supone que esta no abre.
Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
I'd like to be on that table.
Ah, esto es lo mismo, no hay que dejarme ver los demás. Madre.
My God, what is happening to me? What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
que conmigo estarías bien. ¿Cómo así me volví? Los ojos son
What happened? Something has changed, but what?
cambiaron los símbolos. No entiendo. Madre. Ay, ay, de por Dios. ¿En serio? madre. Pero qué hijo de madre este.
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
que por acá está el monstruo, pero no lo veo. Parte, ¿quién dijo? ¿Dónde está? Ay, me vio. Abajo. Ojalá le pudiera pegar a este monstruo para que acabe.
It looks like things are back to normal.
No, pero no investigué atrás. Ay, fue madre. Ay, no, no puedo creer.
What's going on? It never ends.